Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Type 64. It's a Tier 6 Chinese light tank, premium light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Erlenberg, and it's under the command of Backstabber the Great. And he's just platooned with an AMX-13 F3 and an M44. Wow, two Artys platooned with. Well, this is a sign of things to come, because Backstabber is now platooning with a lot of Artys to get the benefit of Arty support, but also so that he can improve his game as an Arty player. Now, the Type 64 Chinese light tank built on the hull of an anti-aircraft gun carrier, but it's got the hull, or the turret rather, of a Hellcat. So it's got a, but it's got a 76mm gun in it with 115 Alpha. And he's found a few of the enemies straight away. He's got all the characteristics of a light tank, which means he's very stealthy, on the move or stationary, but he's very fast, very much like a Hellcat in design, you might say. And the funny thing is that Backstabber never got around to playing this tank until just recently. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, because somebody who's a Unicum, you'd think, yeah, he would have played this tank quite a lot, the Type 64, but surprisingly he never got the chance to. But just recently he got hold of one, and now he's having a go, and I think he rather enjoys it. Well, he's not been spotted yet, and he's getting shots on the T-43s in the corner there. Now, the thing about the Type 64 is you don't get a huge amount of ammo to play with, so you do need to be careful that you don't blow away all your rounds very, very quickly. It's got a very fast fire rate. Now, both his platoon mates are over on the west side of the map in grid square A3, but they should be able to provide him with fire support from there. Let's hope that their guns are aware and they're firing at the right targets. At this moment, he is actually lighting up the guys in the town, but we're expecting an enemy to come up on that corner, because normally somebody will come up the east side of the map. And at the moment, he's just sitting there in the bush, waiting for somebody to appear so he can go after them. Well, he's picked another bush to hide in. And he spotted somebody at last. It's a Striv, an M42 4257. And he's still firing at that T-43 in the town. And the guy doesn't appear to know he's here, except for the shells hitting the side of his vehicle. That one tracked him. That one didn't go through. That one's better, into the engine bay. The alpha damage is really, really good on this tank. It's, well, he's getting low rolls there now, but just look at the amount of damage he's done to that T-43, and he takes him out of the game. And now he's going after an IS-2. And that's a premium heavy. And you can see he's firing the AP at the moment. Ah, the IS-2's moving up. Just can see the front of him now. Okay, now we've got the whole tank to fire at. He still can't see us. We're just too far away for him to spot us. Oh, he tracked him there. Now, I'm hoping that the reason why we haven't been seen is actually because he has got Sixth Sense. But he might not. That might be the answer. And that might be why we've not seen the Sixth Sense go off. But he's just enjoying himself here, blasting shells into the enemy, getting damage. Huge amounts of damage. He's firing the APCR on that Tiger, and he's just taken him out. There goes the Tiger P. Okay, ARL, but he's only got the corner of the turret to fire at. Oh, and he got that one in. Still nobody behind him. Now, the way things are going, he might be able to make his way down the east side of the map and get into the enemy rear, take out their Arty, and then go to town on the other guys from behind. He's run out of AP shells now, and he's got no HE rounds, so he's only got APCR to play with. And he's only got 11 rounds left. And the M44 just killed the Super Hellcat, so the platoon is doing quite well. In fact, actually, I just noticed that the M44 has got an invitation, but I'm not sure if he's actually taken it up. He's showing us in a platoon, though. But look at that, just taking out the KV-85. He's got 7 rounds of ammo left. And then from there on in, he can only spot for his team. This is what I'm saying. You need to be careful with your ammunition with the Type 64. You can fire it away very, very quickly. But you do get good results if you play like Backstabber is doing at the moment. Now he just needs to find the Arty and get rid of them. He's got 2.3k of damage already. What a fantastic game for him. Just shows the value of the Type 64 in the hands of somebody who knows how to use it. 7 rounds should be enough for him to get rid of the M44. Oh, sorry, it's not an M44, it's a FV304 and an SU8. But he just needs to find them. Now, the FV304's got a short range, so he should be either just south of the enemy, and he wasn't in the south on the east side, so he has to be over here. And I reckon he'll be in those bushes up there, but we can't afford to blind fire, except maybe on that Challenger. One in. This will be a kill. He got it. That's the high caliber. He's only got 5 rounds of ammo left. But his team now are, well, they're only 1 tank up on the enemy. And here's the P-43 too. He's going to have to use some of these rounds on that guy. But he's managed to dodge him, get around him. And he's after the Arty, I'm pretty sure. Where are they? Somewhere over here, I think. Let's have a look. Yes, he's found the SU-8 and he's had to move straight away. And that means our Arty can now get the shots in they want. Counter battery. Puts one in, but takes a round from the P-43 Tur. He'll have to leave this spot. But there's, oh, some rounds going in anyway. So this is what spotting, a good spotter will do. He will find the enemy for your guys and then enable you to get shots on them. So very valuable for an Arty player to have somebody who's so well-minded to actually find enemy for his team to shoot at. That's the job of a light tank anyway. Well, we haven't found the FV304, but we did find the SU-8 now. He's got 3 rounds of ammo left. He needs to make sure these rounds are expended on the right targets. And after that, well, all he can do is spot. So he has to find the enemy. Oh, there's one of the enemy Arty. It's the SU-8. He's been put out of commission. So it's just the FV304 we're now looking for. There's the 4TTP. Fires 1 round in to track him. Pulls back. He was seen. 6 cents. He does have 6 cents. Took a round from the 40TP and fires his, well, I think that was his last round. And gets killed from behind by the P-43 Tur. But the team are about to win because there's only 3 enemy tanks left. KV-3, P-43 Tur and that FV304. And there's the P-43 Tur just knocking the trees down. Our guys are starting to close in on the KV-3 in the town. And it won't be long before they find the FV304. I think he may be on the west side of the battlefield. And that's why he hasn't been spotted. Well, we just lost our T-29. But I think oh, no, that was the Arty taking out the AMX-13F3. Just took out their KV-3. Which means they've only got 2 left now. The P-43 Tur, he's in the south, and we don't know where that FV304 is. I would not be surprised to see that guy turning up in the north at this moment. Well, that Tiger P is not advancing towards the P-43 Tur. He should, because that guy appears to be isolated. We are capping at the moment. We've got an IKV-90 in the cap. And there's the P-43 Tur, he's moving. So all we need to do now is put him out of commission. The rest of the team are fairly noobish compared to Backstabber. Of course, he is Super Unicum, so... Oh, and that was one of the Artys doing some damage there to the P43-2. I think that was the MX-13F3. Oh, and they just lost the P43-2, so taken out by the IKV-90 in the cap. Which means we've only got to find the FV304, and I'm pretty sure he's over somewhere on the west side of the battlefield. No, he wasn't seen on the east side, wasn't seen in the corner, so it's very likely he's somewhere up on the west side, and we're about to cap out, so we'll win that way. And that's it, end of game. So we're... Unfortunately, Backstabber didn't survive the game, but he did get a huge amount of damage on the enemy. Over 3,000 hit points of damage. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how well he did. He got an ace tanker in the Type 64. It's not the first ace he's had one before, but he did get an ace tanker. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4. A sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy. A fire for effect. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11 in that one. He took out and he got an Orlik medal, which is a epic medal for destroying 2 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a light tank, and they must be at least 1 tier higher to get one of those. And he got the high caliber as well for dealing the most damage in the battle. And look at the win rate, 19,273. And he expended, I think, virtually all of his ammo during that game. And he said he died because they thought I was tracking him was more important. But he said it was an easy ace tanker. Well, he certainly made it look easy. And he used up a huge amount of ammo. 45 rounds. 40 direct hits, 31 penetrations. Actually, we didn't go through the team score. We ought to do that just to see what the others managed to get. Well, according to this, he got 3,410 hit points of damage. But the KV-3 managed to get 3,475. Now, I can only presume that he actually did some team damage or fired at one of his own teammates, and that's why he's disqualified from getting the high caliber, because that's slightly more than the damage that Backstabber did. But when it came to kills, they both shared the top spot with 4 kills. The 40 TP got 3, and then there's a bunch of tanks who managed to get 2 kills apiece, including the MX-13F3 and that KV-3. And when it came to base XP, yes, of course, it's Backstabber who got the highest amount, 1,582 base experience points. That is a very good ace tanker for the Type 64, because it's a very competitive tank to play. 877 for the MX-13F3, and 829 for the M44. As I said, he fired 45 rounds, got 40 direct hits, 31 penetrations, good accuracy. He did fire a few rounds which actually got tracks instead of actually doing damage to the enemy. But he certainly did a lot of damage, 3,410 hit points, of which 3,186 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see it was mostly a long-range snipe. And yes, he did have 6th sense, but even sitting up on that hill, they still couldn't see him. 4 hits received from the enemy, 3 penetrations. Yes, the armor on Type 64 is pretty weak. 1 non-penetration, I think that one hit the tracks. 7 enemy vehicles spotted, 9 damage, 4 killed, and 662 hit points of spotting assist. He earned 92,054 credits on a premium count, got 37,742 from holiday ops, so his total was 129,796, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 54,831 credits profit. He got 2 bonds, one for getting the Orliks and one for getting the high caliber, and 2,373 XP, 4,746 for the holiday ops for the mission, 712 from this being a premium vehicle, and took away 7,831 experience points altogether. So if the way he's earning the experience points on this vehicle, he is going to have an absolute crack crew very, very shortly, because he's certainly using it up, and the way he played it, it was amazing. It was almost like he was God on the east side of the battlefield. Nobody could come near him. In fact, nobody did come near him, and a good job they didn't, because they probably would have been chewed up the moment they tried. But he was having a great time shooting at the tanks that were just driving up the middle and exposing them to his fire. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We don't have that many subscribers, but we wish we had more. We do have a lot of really good videos by a lot of good players, so do stay tuned to our channel. We've got more videos on the way. Thanks for watching.